Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another podcast. If you are new here, my name is Anessa. I am the creator of Glitter Fritter. I make little trinkets for knitting and crocheting and all that stuff. And I am obsessed with yarn, amongst many other things. But yarn specifically and particularly at this juncture in my life. And so I started this channel because I wanted more yarn friends. Because as much as I love my family, they're not cool like that, you know? So I figured, you guys are, and we could chat about all things yarn. I do different vlogs here. I talk about, on these podcasts, I talk about like finished projects, things that I've got cast on, yarn acquisitions, things like that. I am going to start doing project lineups. I actually have a fun one planned for winter projects because I have a lot of projects planned for the winter. And so I think we might do that next. And I kind of just share my passion for all things fiber arts here. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, then come join me here and make sure that you are subscribed. And definitely add anything in the comments that you want to chat to me about. I love reading these comments. YouTube has been a bit weird about sending me notifications about when comments show up. So I kind of forget sometimes. And then I have to go on and I just have like a million comments to answer. And I actually really, really love that because I really love to chat. So as you may have noticed from my prolonged podcasts. However, this one I don't think will be that long. I don't have too much going on. I am also kind of sick. Try to put some makeup on so I don't look like the cast of The Walking Dead. But I am feeling under the weather quite a bit. Everybody in the house is kind of getting sick. Everybody at my work is getting sick. And so something's definitely going around. But I do have some things that I have finished and some things that I am working, quite a few things that I'm working on. And I have a little bit of yarn acquisitions, but I do have some fun acquisitions that I've had, and they are, they're not yarn, but they are like notions and bags and things like that. So I thought we could talk about that. So first, what I'm wearing. So I am wearing the peony tee. I do have a vlog on me knitting this tee. I love it. I have been living in this t-shirt basically because the weather's been up and down. I'm in Toronto and it's been like hot, but then kind of like cools down a little bit, but then hot again. And so this tee has been pretty much perfect for all of it. We went to a cottage and I wore it there, and then I came and I wore it to work. Like it is so multiverse when it comes to wearing. I absolutely love it. If you did watch the blog, then you can see I did do a little bit of changing to it, not a lot. So I looked at the yarn that I have left. So if you didn't see the vlog, I had a bit of an issue because I'm kind of self-conscious about my arms. And so I had a bit of an issue about these sleeves being a little too cap sleevey, like a little too short, and I felt slightly uncomfortable in it. And I had a bit of yarn left, and so I was contemplating undoing my bind off and adding more ribbing to kind of elongate the sleeve. But then I did some calculations with the yarn that I have left. The amount of length that I'd be able to add to both sleeves, it didn't make up for the amount of work that it would take to do it. So instead, I blocked out just the sleeves again and I stretched them out in blocking. And I think now that they are quite perfect because I also stretched them this way. So they've got a bit of more of an open shape here, and they're not so tight on my arms, and I actually feel very comfortable in it. So problem solved, way less work. I love it. So I've been living in this. And then finally, the rest of my yarn came in so I could finish my second Sophie scarf in this beautiful Sirdar cashmere silk, I believe is the mix on it, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I am just I'm loving these little Sophie. Oh, I'm wearing it backwards. I'm loving these little Sophie scarves. I'm making some for Christmas presents for people because I just feel like they are so cute. They're so easy to make. They're so fast. It did like this one. If you look at my projects on Ravelry, you would think that this took me like 2 months to make. And also my projects now are taking me a bit long to make like that. However, it's because I had to stop for like a full month basically, and if not longer, to wait for the same dye lot of the same yarn to come in so I could finish literally, I kid you not, this much. Like this is how much I played Yarn Chicken and didn't have enough of. And I could have undone everything, and just calculated, like started the tapering off the decreases earlier, but just didn't feel like doing that. So instead I ordered more yarn, and now I can make another one for a gift. So that's my second finished object. I only have 2. And now we can talk about things I have cast on. So we're going to go from smallest to larger to not something I've done before, if that makes sense. So smallest, and we'll talk acquisitions of bags as we do this. So, because every single one of these new projects that I have is in the new acquisitions, bag acquisition. So this is the first acquisition of a bag. I will link, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like fighting plants to show you guys. I'm so excited about this bag. So this is a leather project bag. This is technically supposed to be a makeup bag, but I have seen people, I forget the brand, but it's a very beautiful brand of these gorgeous, gorgeous project bags. They are leather. They're much more sturdy than this. This one is like a more floppy version, but the other ones are very sturdy, kind of hard like this. And they are gorgeous. However, they are expensive. And I am not in a position where I feel comfortable spending over $100 on a project bag. That's just a personal choice. If I was in position to do it, those bags that I'm talking about are stunning, and I would totally get them. However, not in the cards right now because, I buy a lot of stuff. And so I have to make up for all the yarn I also want to buy. But I did find a seller on Etsy that does this. It's a lovely gentleman. I believe his name was Dimitri. And he creates these leather bags. And you can get your name stamped on the front, which is very cute. And this was about $30 Canadian for me. And I think the shipping was very minimal as well. And it got here really, really fast, which is shocking considering all the things that's happening with shipping worldwide right now. We won't speak of that, but yes. And I will link this bag below. Whatever I can link, some things were thrift finds, but whatever kind of big things like this that I can link, I will link below in the description. So essentially, the bag just opens. It's a makeup bag. I keep blabbing on, sorry, but it opens and it lays flat like this. So you can lay it out, which is perfect. And I got this specifically. Why I really, really like this is because I've always been on the hunt and it's been impossible to find the perfect sock knitting bag. So I knit my socks 2 at a time. So I always have at least 2 kind of balls of or cakes of yarn in here. But I also, if I'm doing color work, there's more. And so I needed something where I can kind of arrange all of the sock knitting things that I have in a way that makes sense. And it didn't take up too much room when it was closed off. And this honestly is perfect. So let me show you my actual socks that I'm working on. So I am currently working on these. These are, again, patterns will be linked. These are the Pedal Drop socks by Florence Miller. And look at the pattern on these. They're so, so sweet. They're basically they've got I guess it's lace. Yeah, I guess it's lace. It's all over lace, I suppose, sock. And I've turned the heel and I'm kind of working up the foot, and it's taken me a while to work this up because I only work on these at work. So I've only been working on these at work. And so I only do them at lunchtime. And so I only can do a couple of rounds at a time because they are 2 socks. And so I'm thinking of putting in some more work on these to just get them done because there's a whole bunch of other socks. I love to knit socks, by the way. And there's a whole bunch of other socks that I have planned, including Christmas gifts and stuff like this. So this is how far I have. Also, I would like to note this super gorgeous little marker. So these are coming to my shop and I'll show you the other ones because I have them all with me. I just have to kind of photograph some of the samples and upload it and all of that. But these are coming to the shop very soon. So stay tuned. I'll make a community and an Instagram announcement. But these are the socks that I am currently working on. And the yarn I'm using is, let me see if I have the name. I believe it's High Guard Le Bien Aimé, of course, because it's my favorite sock yarn. And this one is in the color High Garden. Yeah, so I was right. And it's this beautiful kind of pale pinkish cream color. It's got some variation to it. It's really, really pretty. And I am very, very excited to have these socks. I'm making them not too long. So I've been knitting my socks very tall, and I think I'm going to stop that. Like I think this length is the longest that I think I want to go on a leg. But I think for the most part, I usually wear slightly shorter socks anyway. So I think I'm going to stick to that. The other thing that I have in this bag, and it is another acquisition, is my sweet little brand new Firefly Notes Notions tin. So again, kind of pricey for tin, but this little cat, I just couldn't help myself. It is so vintagey looking, and they're such good quality tins. And I kind of keep like all of my stuff inside. They're really, really good. I am a big fan. I did splurge on this, but I love it, and it fits perfectly into this little kind of sock bag, and everything just zips up. So that is project 1 and bag acquisition 1 and Notions acquisition 1, I guess. So bag acquisition 2 and project 2. So we have so you've seen me show you, I have a cream version, like a very pasty. I don't have it with me, but it's the same color as like this pillow, a canvas bag. And so I ended up wanting another one, a darker one, kind of, so it doesn't get as dirty as easily. And so I can put like all my pins on there and stuff, my knitting pins. And put my projects in there. Now, apologies, that's the cough coming through. I ordered this bag, so I got these on Amazon. I ordered the black, and I ordered the same size. And when they came in, they actually sent me the larger size. And I was going to return it, but then I thought about it. And then I realized, why do I need 2 of the same size? So now I have this in the large, and then the cream in the medium, smaller size, and it's perfect. Now I have every single possible color and size of these bags, and I think I'm pretty set. And it's got like lots of compartments, and I have shown the cream version. It's like literally the same configuration, except the pocket in the inside is missing because everything else is bigger. So what I am knitting on this right now is the Florence top. So let me put this down because I don't want it kind of hanging off of me. Almost lost my stitch marker or my needle holder. Whoops, that would have been tragic. So I am knitting the Florence top by Claudia Q from You Knit. And let me just show you, maybe if I do like one and kind of stretch it out so you can see the pattern, this really, really stunning triangle pattern that you have on this top. So let's talk about this top first of all. It's gorgeous. It's nice. The yarn I am using is, I feel like I had it here, but I don't. Yeah, I can't find the little tag right now. I do have it somewhere, and honestly, I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the yarn. But it's it's a super fine merino. I know that for sure. It's called super like merino fine. Estelle. I believe it's Estelle maybe it's superwash merino fine. Yeah, I feel like that is correct. And it's in this gorgeous kind of like bubble gummy violet pink. And I love the color. I love the yarn. It's got like a nice stretch. It also has like a really great bounce to it. So now the pattern, gorgeous, stunning. Like I love this pattern. I think once it's blocked, it's going to look really, really good. It's short sleeve. You can do the longer sleeve version, but I've already had to like search for this yarn. I didn't have enough. Again, as always, I didn't get enough originally. And so I have to buy more. And actually when we were at the cottage, there was a place that was on our way home that had it. And I was able to have them do like a store pickup for me really quickly the next day as we were driving in. So I could get enough yarn to be able to finish this top. Now this top, oh, and here's another one of my little stitch markers that are coming to the shop. I really want to like, there we go. Like, look at that, you guys. It's so pretty. It's just like a little crystal drop. It's so cute. So this top has been taking me so long to make. Like I feel like I was like pregnant for shorter than it has been taking to finish this top, because this top is knitted bottom up, and this is my first bottom up project, and I truly believe this will be my last bottom up project. I'm sorry if you love to bottom up. I can't do it. I can't do it, you guys. Like it feels so tedious to me to just do this. Something about top down, when you can try a piece on and you see it kind of take shape, it makes sense to me. So when you get to this body part, you're just running to finish it because you have all this other stuff that you're looking at. But this is like pulling teeth to me. It's taking forever. It is also a very, it's a pattern that requires you to really pay attention, because to get this pattern like the holes and stuff on it and all the eyelets, you have to count out, right? Like it doesn't, the way that because of how the yarn is and how the pattern is, I like constantly have to pay attention and count every other row to see like where they're falling. Otherwise I'll mess it up and the pattern won't work well. And so it's taking me really, really long. I can't just like sit in front of the TV and talk to people and do it because I'm constantly counting. And so I think that's why it's taking me forever. However, I decided that I absolutely must finish this by mid-October, because then I have to start knitting my mom's ranunculus for her birthday, and her birthday is end of November 19th, the day before my birthday. And so I need to finish her ranunculus for her. We picked out the yarn. It's my gift to her. So I need to plow through that one. And so I want to give myself like just a bit over a month to get through a ranunculus, like a 3/4 sleeve ranunculus. So this has to get done. And I still have, let's see, I'm making it shorter because I don't like long tops. So I always do slightly cropped tops. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have the same amount to do before I can attach the sleeves. Luckily, the sleeves are already done, because you do those first. So they're just kind of like hanging out in the bag. But that's a lot, you guys. So send help, because I need it. And yeah, that's my second project that I'm working on. And so I also have here the other stitch markers, so you can kind of see. So I have them in like this. Actually, let me show you on this. So I have them kind of on a stitch marker form that opens and closes. And also I have a version of them that is just like a regular one for knitting that doesn't open and close, and it just got like the closed hoop on it. And they're stunning. I've got like, I'm not like, it's hard to show them, but there's like a ton of different colors. They're all muted colors, but there's like a pink, a crystal, there's like a blue, and there's like a foggy gray, and just really, really pretty colors. So those are coming to the shop. I'm very excited about that. So now let's move on to my last kind of work in progress, which is the weirder one. This is the one that I haven't done before. So first, acquisition of a bag. Look at this beauty. If you are on my Instagram, you would have seen me post pictures of this already. Look at this gorgeous bag. I am obsessed with this. So this is a massive bag. And the reason it's a massive bag, because when you see what's inside, you will understand. But this bag is called Goshiko bags. They're made in Poland. They're felted. I don't know if they're handmade. Like, it did say handmade, but this looks not. I mean, maybe it's like really well handmade, I guess. If it's handmade, it's amazing, right? But it is stunning. I love this design on it. I found this because we went to a cottage with my family. I've had a few cottages back to back. I went to a cottage with just my best friend and her sister, so just us girls for the weekend. But then me and my family and my daughter, we went to a cottage for a week. And there was when we go to a cottage, we usually hit up the small towns that the cottages are in. And there was an antique store, and they had this, and it was brand new. And I got it for $20, and it's huge and perfect. And so I thought it was great because now what I can keep in this, either really large projects. So I do plan to knit, when we do my plans for the winter, I do plan to knit some chunky sweaters. And so this would be perfect to put chunky sweaters in, or I can put all my gift knitting in here and kind of have the gift knit bag. And so I have my pattern. Look at this crazy pattern. And I'll tell you what I'm making with it, because I don't know if you're ready for this. Are you guys ready? I am making my first tapestry on its Edward scissor head. You guys, I am making this tapestry for Halloween, but to be honest, I feel like it's just going to, like, this is the perfect spot for it to live all the time. Look at him. So I'm already like, it looks weird because my head is on top of his head. But this is how far I've gotten. It's a really fast knit. This is my first tapestry. I've never done tapestry knitting before. You can see where I messed up these buttons right here, and you can kind of see it on the sides because they start to like taper out because I messed up right here. You can kind of see that jump there. I messed up with one stitch when I started. I like miscounted where I was making my row turns. I was doing them too early. And so the buttons are a bit messed up. Now, I'm not going to redo it. Sorry about that. Because A, it's not that noticeable. And B, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it and I'm going to embroider over this. I'm going to embroider over this. Probably after I'm done the whole thing. So the reason that I got this is by Crochet or Cry. It's the Edward Scissorhands tapestry. There's a bunch of stuff on the Etsy shop. Beautiful designs. There's another one that I have of the Grinch holding like a little Christmas ornament that I'm going to do for Christmas. But this one caught my eye because if you look at the pattern, and I'll do like a little picture of it here. But if you look at the pattern, the fringes that are hanging off the bottom, those uneven fringes, that's what really caught my eye, and I love this. I am crocheting this in Loops and Threads, a soft classic acrylic, because it is the right yarn weight, and it was super cheap. So this whole thing is costing me, including the pattern, like under $15, which is amazing. Canadian. So because like Michael's and coupons and all of that. So that's perfect. Oh, and I think when I got it, the yarn was like 40% off or something like that. So it was great. But yeah, this is how far I've gone. Really liking this. I'm super excited for this. I really did not know if I could like tapestry crochet, but now I'm on a tapestry crochet, literally everything for the house. I already have plans to maybe work on a very large tapestry project that we can then hang and maybe frame even, something more intricate. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. So this is a very exciting project for me, I think, because I've never done a tapestry before. So if you've done this one, or if you've done a tapestry that's like this, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm having some thoughts. I'm really learning how to do color changes for a tapestry. Well, I mean, I think my back is pretty good, all things considering. Like, I don't have any hanging threads as I go. So you can see this was a row that I did before. And so what I do is I actually crochet that in when I do the front. And that way you don't really see any of the other colors, but I'm really proud of this. I'm very, very excited to finish. So I'll be done with this weekend. And then when I'm done, I'm going to devote all that time to the Florence tea again. Because I got to get that bee done, you know? I got to get that bee done. So now, acquisition. So I have 3 yarn acquisitions. And then I actually have another acquisition for a side quest that I'm doing. Kind of like a new fiber arts hobby that I'm getting into. So I'm going to have to pause the camera and go get it because I totally just remembered it when I was talking about the tapestry. So yarn acquisitions. So the first one I got was when we went to the cottage, and I got this from a local yarn shop there. And this is Ancient Arts Yarns. This is the Socknado yarn. It says fingering. It is thicker fingering yarn, so I think it will make for a thicker sock. It is hand dyed in Canada, made in Italy, and I got this in the color, let's see, Whales in the Water, and it's this beautiful bluey green seafoamy color. And my plan for these is to make the Mermaid Avenue socks pattern by Summer Lee, so I'm very excited for that. The next 2, I got both at Uknit, and this was, I usually go there because they have a great selection of sale yarns a lot of times, and so I kind of stock up on sock yarns there. So everything you see today is just sock yarns because I got one of everything. So this is the Madeline Tosh collaboration with Shibui Knits. And this is 100% superwash merino wool. This is in the color, it's called Colors from the Desert, and this is in the color Fiddleneck. And I feel like this will make a really stunning statement sock. I don't know what pattern I'm going to do with. It's probably going to be another Summerly pattern because I have both of her Cuff Club patterns. So I got those, and the one that she just sent out for the month of October. Every month you get a new pattern. It's very cute. And last year's was all about color work. And this year is all about cables and lace and all of that. And she sent out the new cuffs, and they're very, very pretty. And so I think I might do it in this color. So that's the plan for that. And then the last one is Cocoon yarn. This is 100% superwash merino again. And this is in the color Rust. And it is, I guess like, this one is on the thicker side, not as thick as Talknado, but it is on the thicker side. It is really funny because it's such a small little like piece here, and it does have less yardage. So this one is 100 grams, but it is 420 yards, and this one is 100 grams and it's 349 yards. So it does have less in it. However, I always have so much left over in sock yarn when I knit socks, because I have smaller feet, that I actually prefer this, because then there's no waste, because I'm still trying to figure out what kind of scrap yarn project I'm going to make for that. So for now, I'm going to go actually turn this off. I'm going to go grab my latest acquisition that I'm actually very excited about. I'm surprised I forgot about it. And then I'll be back and we can chat about that super quick. Be right back. This will probably give you a very good hint of what is going on. I am getting into embroidery. I have always wanted to learn how to embroider. I think it looks very like a peaceful little hobby. And while I do not have time to do anything anymore because I, am a workaholic and I'm working, I'm also like writing books in my free time and doing all this other fun stuff. And I like to design covers for authors in my free time as well. So my free time is very limited. However, also my husband got Animal Crossing. So now he's ruined it for the whole family, because now all we do is play Animal Crossing. All three of us. My 3.5-year-old daughter is involved, and she is very good at video games. It is scary. But we have a whole island and we nurture it and we do the whole thing. So who has time? But I want to learn to do tapestry embroidery, or embroidery, not tapestry. So I picked up this kit, filled it up with all my different tapestry thread that I already had. I didn't buy any new tapestry thread. I filled it up. The only things I did get was I got silver and gold thread, like the more, so I can embellish. And I got needle minders, 2 needle minders. And obviously tapestry needles and this little thing that I'm keeping them in. So that is kind of like my kit, but what I want to show you, the cool acquisitions, is I have gotten a few different patterns. So I did order these just off of Amazon, and then I realized that they're literally straight from AliExpress. And so I'm just going to I should have just done that because that's where they're coming from. But however, I really wanted to try it. I didn't want to break the bank because I wasn't sure if I was going to be good at it. So the first one I got, so these are all kind of like pretty little things. So this one has the birds on it, and it's a kit. It's actually really beautifully packaged. It comes in this little envelope, and you've got the picture, you've got the actual embroidery, the actual fabric, with the pattern on it, and then you have like all the thread that you need that I will probably have to spool to use it. And then the other one I got are these gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. So these are really intricate. So this is phase 2 of me learning how to embroider, because phase 1 of me learning how to embroider are these two. And so this one I did actually order from AliExpress because I was like, well, let me try that out. And they were giving me some kind of coupon. So it was like nothing, but look at this. It's a frog dancing in flowers in the night. Like, it's so cute. And then this is another Amazon one. And this one came with a hoop, so that's great. So I'm going to use that hoop for like literally the other ones as well, because the other ones do not come with a hoop. That's why they're so cheap. But it's cats and flowers. Literally cats and flowers. Black cat, colorful flowers. So this this and this is where I'm starting. And this is where I would like to end up. Have I done anything yet? No. Have I just made everything look pretty so that I am ready to go? Correct. Am I super excited? Yes. Is it going to happen this year? Yes. When? I don't know. But we will get there. So that is the last acquisition, the last kind of project that I have coming up. And that's basically all I have for this video. So I blabbed on long enough. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Tell me which one of these projects is your favorite that I'm working on or that I am going to be working on that you want to see me work on. And then tell me what you're working on. Let me know. Let me know if you're doing tapestries, really, because I am really in a tapestry mood right now. And I definitely want to jump on that Grinch one pretty much after I finish Edward Scissorhands, who's just so great. And yeah, so with that, I will leave you. Happy yarning, everyone. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.